share the link for the YouTube live, sir,
Yes, madam.
on the chat. A very good morning to one and all present here. I'm not able to share my video, start my video. So on behalf of the Bishop Caldwell College and the whole of the IQAC, we are very much glad to start our one-day skill development program on Gear Up. Now we have an eminent personality, Dr. Binu Jacob sir. He is not new to us because he's been to our institution and he has been guiding our students. And so when this lockdown was happening, I called up Dr. Binu sir and I asked him, sir, why can't you give us a motivational talk and gear our students up? And that was the one which has also given and made us to give the title for this skill development program, Gear Up. And many you would have seen many motivational speakers, but Binu Jacob sir is somewhat very much different from them. You know, he doesn't make you sleep. He is very interactive person. And he gives a lot of interactions, and he gives new ideas. That is what is very much special with Binu sir. I welcome you, sir. I welcome you for our skill development program, and you are the right person to start up. You know, to start our IQAC team, and hope you will gear up after this. So most of the students, you know, this lockdown are facing hard times, especially the third year, final year students. You know, they've got stranded up, and they do not know where to go. So we think that this would be an opportunity for them to be guided, and you would definitely be here. You know, you would be showing a way. I'm very much confident in that. I welcome you, sir, once again, and I'm handing you over to the session. Over to Binu, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning to all. And this is JCA Senator Binu Jacob from Tuticorin. Session போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி I'm requesting all the participants to switch on their videos, and audio should be in muted condition. And in the language, what language you prefer to have the session for the today's flow? And you can text me in the chat box. So according to your preference, I can make up the language for this platform for today's session.
Binu, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Many North Indians are here, sir. That would be English.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And it's been a nice pleasure to meet you all in this e-platform. Nowadays, we are in a dramatic situation of COVID 2019. I don't know how this COVID is affecting us, but this COVID-19 is giving a great scenario for us to lead our life with the latest trending technology. Means of this type of e-applications where we can meet in persons, even though we are not nearby, but we can see all the faces in electronic gadgets and we can enjoy the session. So that brings me an immense pleasure to make a session for you all peoples on behalf of the topic Gear Up from Bishop Caldwell College. So once again, I'm giving thank you for giving me this opportunity to make you the session. So before my words, I requested all the participants to view up your video. I just want to see because it may get bored, a little bit bored when I feel I'm talking to a laptop. So if you people are making me a little bit energy, then I can give you the best thing to you. I hope I can make it today, right? So some lot of participants are switching on their videos, so it giving good energy to me, and some more has to switch it up. Fantastic. Fantastic. So once again, I'm welcoming you all these students, participants, teaching faculties from all the part of India. And I'm getting some overseas friends also. And I'm welcome you to this e-floor. So thank you for your participation, right? So can we move on to the session of gear up? So what does it mean of gearing up? How the gears are helping our life? Do you have any ideas? What does it mean of gear up, today's topic? If anybody is having an idea, you can unmute yourself and you can convey to me. Let's make it as this session as an interactive session. Instead of going for oration, we can make it a little bit interesting by making some nice interactions. So do you guys having any ideas? I think Kalevani has raised your hand. You can unmute yourself and you can talk. Kalevani K, Dr. Narendra. No idea. So gear up. Gear up is nothing. In my point of view, it is like a shield. I mean to say the gearing up. Gearing up means we are preventing ourselves. We are protecting ourselves. That means gear up. In my point of view, today's I'm saying like that, protecting ourselves from all the scenarios, from all the stages in our life. So gear up is nothing. We all see that the gears present in all mechanical items, and and even we all people can drive two-wheelers, drive cars, everything we can do that. So this gears helping the automobiles or electrical motors to run the equipment or run the instrument or run the automobile, cars or two-wheelers in a proper speed. Our life is like that. We have to have some gears where we can have a lot of, where we can cross the lot of hurdles in our life. So what the gears we need in our life? What are all the gears we need in our life? It is little bit different, because we have a lot of different stages in our life. From the childhood to adult, we have a lot of several stages in our life. So now we are in a precious stage. it's like we are into a adolescent age, crossing the teenagers, and where this is the right time to make a right decisions, uh, to pursue our life in to a hello, yeah, to pursue our life. So this is college period. This college period is giving a lot of lessons, and the most remarkable and happiest period in our life stage is called college time. So when we are crossing 40s or 50s, when we are in our older age, we always, every human beings always started thinking about they used to rewind their past. And in that past, some amount, the major portion of the rewinding sector will be the college days of each and everybody. So gearing up means, in this precious time of our life, how we should be, because we all running behind everything, right? Even money, work, job, love, everything. Something will be behind us which will motivate ourselves to move on to achieve the target. We all have an ambition. That ambition makes us a better life. But whether one day we have to realize whether we are in the right ambition, that brings the success, right? So why we need gears in life will give you the exact the fruit of success. So for getting the gear up, what are all the two factors, what are all the two main factors we should have? According to my point of view, two main factors. I'm going to classify a lot of things today. The main two factors to gear up is in our life is health and wealth. Nowadays, COVID-19 is teaching a good lesson for us to being staying for being staying in healthy condition. Because today morning I gone through the news, because a lot of people are getting asymptomatic corona. Asymptomatic corona, which will have no symptoms in their body, and it will be like a positive corona when they go for testing of corona. So please stay safe and be healthy. Nothing to worry about corona. If you are having a mental health and physical health, we don't want to bother about this corona situations. So this is my humble request before going into the session, right? So, and if we stay healthy, our mind will be very fresh in all sense. If we have a good sleep, if we have a good diet, if we have a balanced diet, if you have a regular exercise, if we have a regular routine, this all will gives you the good health, and this good health will give you a good mental stability, right? But nowadays, we all, I don't know whether how many people are following these five factors in the life for staying healthy. Nowadays we all spending a lot of time in watching TV, and now the trend is changing. We all watching TVs in the mobile phone. So the mobile platforms are upgrading, and the mobile platforms are eating the human brains, and they are not allowing us to think about anything. So it is making the humans which is addicted to the mobile phone, which will spoil our life. So we have to keep a routine, and that routine on the mobile phones give you a good mental health. So use mobile whenever you need. So the mobile phone is spoiling your health, right? So you can review the usage of the mobile phone. When you are going to bed, you can review the usage of a mobile phone, how many hours you used for per day. So you can think about it. So whether you utilized your time in a creative manner or in a healthy manner. So please do not spoil your health. And meanwhile, if you are staying a good health, then your wealth will be following you. So that gives you success. So both are like a pants, so you have to balance these two pants in a equal position, like in the mental position and the health position also. So which gives your center needle gives you the wealth. If your mental and health position is will be in the right position, then the center needle gives you the wealth. So that gives you the success, right? So all in that, all conditions based upon some criterias, right? So that criterias I'm making into the form of right. So right, R-I-G-H-T, right. So I'm making as a right because we all peoples are very right in our life. We all peoples are very right in our attitude. We all people are very right in our character. We all people are we right in our studies. We all peoples are right in our education. We all peoples are right in our success. So the right plays an important role in our life. So what does it mean of right? Anybody can share, because I'm not getting any interactions from the audience, so I need some interactions. So uh, if you have anything feel, you can say, right? So here, right, what I mean is RIGHT. The first R stands for restore. Restore in sense of you have to restore your past, you have to restore your goal, you have to restore your achievements, you have to restore your happiness, you have to restore your mental stability. Everything you have to restore. That the restoring process is an important process where it can take a human being in a good mental health as well as in the health position. So you have to restore all your activities. So R stands for restore, and I stands for integrity. Integrity is a nice word where you can, I'm not saying integrity towards your nation, right? Because we all Indians, we have an integrity towards our democratic Indian country. We are passionate to the Indian people because every day we used to say the pledge. In that pledge we have a word called all Indians are my brothers and sisters. But in this floor, I'm not meaning that integrity towards the nation. So I mean the mean of integrity to yourself. When you are integrity to yourself will give you a success. The other people, where we have a lot of friends, uh, uh, society, where you have a good integrity with them, that brings you the trustness, that brings you the belief on you. So to gain all these things, you should be integrated, which brings you the integrity in yourself. And the third thing is goodwill. So R stands for restore, and I stands for integrity, and G stands for goodwill. So goodwill gives you a positive thoughts in your mind. That goodwill gives you positive happiness in your mind. If you are not staying with goodwill, then it is called a negativity in your life. That negativity leads you to the different portion of your life where it was unseen to you. When if you are seeing something, then you can correct it. But if you're not having the goodwill in you, and if you're not having the goodwill with the people, it may leads to you to some unseen sector in your life. That unseen things will give you some different attitude, and it will spoil your nature, the real nature. And at the end of the day, or the end of the mission, or end of your career, you will lose your goodwill with the society, or with your friends, with your colleagues, with your teachers, with your principal, with your parents, with your brothers, with your sisters, even with your lovers, right? So if you want to be a good-willed person, then you have to stay in a positive way in all means. So kindly stay to keep your goodwill in with you in positive way, right? and G stands for goodwill. So I stands for restoration, and R stands for restoration, and I stands for integrity, and G stands for goodwill, and H stands for honesty. Honesty is a nice word. Whether nowadays we have to search this word, whether I am having this honesty with me. So how many of you honesty to your parents? How many of your honesty to your teachers? How many of your honesty to your friends? Right? Anybody? I think everybody is honesty with this to everybody, right? So honesty is a nice word where it is an inbuilt nature, and when we are seeing a lot of people in the society, we are getting inspired. We are taking a lessons from the teachers. We are inspired by from leaders, and when we are getting the motivation, all these things will give you the honesty, and it is an inbuilt nature where you have to fertilize it to become a big tree. So if you're not fertilizing your honesty by your activity, then you will not have that process in your mind. So that honesty brings you the success. So if you are honest to the education, if you are honest to the future career, if you are honest to the parents, if you are honest to the society, then it will give you the another success. So stay honest. And the H stands for the word of trust. So we always trust God, but how many of you trust yourself? How many of you trust your parents? How many of you trust your how friends? How many of you trust your society? Right? Trusting is an important factor where it has to be developed in mentally. So if the trustness is not there, again, I'm saying the word of negativity. If you're not trusting anybody, if you're not trusting anybody, any of your friends, any of your colleagues, any of your employers, then no meaning in that for getting the success. It will give you something, it will guide you in the wrong way, and it will demotivate you. So if you are not trustworthy, then you will not able to take a right decision, and the people won't turn back to you. So trust is a main thing. And as my point of view, you have to trust yourself. Without trusting yourself, you will not move away to another process, or you cannot move to the next stage of your life. So you have to trust, I'm capable of doing this. I'm doing all these things. I'm capable of achieving all these things. I'm capable of attaining all these things. Like that, you have to trust yourself. So without the trust, or without the trusting yourself, you will not be able to move on to the next stage, right? So trust yourself always. So I mean, I have completed the first gear of right. So if you are right, means R means restoration, I is an integrity, and G for goodwill, and H for honesty, and T for trust. So this is the gears for the mental health, and as well as if you are very strong, if you are very strong, if you are very strong in mental, if you are very strong in mentally, the wealth will follow you. The wealth will follow you. No need of going beyond the wealth. If you are right with this gears, if you are right with this gears, then the wealth will follow you. So restore all your things, be integrated, make your goodwillness, and stay honesty and trust yourself will brings you the wealth. But these are all the gears where you are going to gear up your life in future. But the basic gears are there. So this is, now you can understand what is the gears I mean, right? But meanwhile, I have to say, I want to add some value added for these gears to run very smooth, because the gears need the lubrications, right? Even whatever maybe it may be oil lubricated, it may be lubricated with the coolants or something like, but anyhow, we need some lubricants to get the gears running smooth for our life. So again, to the value added point, where I value making, I'm making some more, mentioning some more points like uh, why we should gear up. We have the right gears with us now. Then what is the use? Where we have to apply the gears? Simple answer. We born, we studying, we are going for employment, or we are going to make we are being to an employee or employer. Always everything is equal to wealth. Wealth means of finance, or buying your dream cars, buying your dream home, buying your making your Swiss bank account, all in sense of wealth, right? So this right gives you the everything, but without these lubrications, I'm going to say the next points, without all these lubrications you cannot make the gears. Somewhere, some point, the gears will struck, right? So if the gear is struck, then the vehicle will be seized. It won't run. It will get stuck up, right? So you have to use some lubricants. So when you are integrated, when you are restored, when you are staying with goodwillness, when you are staying with honesty and the trust, your gears will move up. But some criteria for the lubrication is something like, first lubrication, even though if you have the right concept with you, you have to be the first lubricant called hard work. You have to stay with always hard work. I'm not meaning of making hard works, waking up morning 6 o'clock, sorry, morning 3 o'clock and doing hard work to get past in your subjects, to make a top ranker or being a gold medalist. I'm not, I don't, I'm not meaning that, but I'm requesting you to put the effort. I mean the word effort for the hard work. If you are putting effort, a simple effort, a smart effort for your studies, for your future, for your planning, this lubricates you to move further in your life. So you have to make effort. We cannot say I made effort, but I get failure in some part of our life. Maybe we all experienced something like something like the failures, and one day we will say, hey, come on, boy, I done all these things, but I ended up a failure. I made a lot of effort, but I made a failure. I ended up a failure. Here, uh, the effort means you have to put the right effort in the right sense, in the right time. So you have to schedule up your efforts. Without scheduling up, without planning up, your effort is wasted. So in the point of hard work, I mean to say, put effort for your projects, for your studies. If you want to achieve something, like you can dream, I want to be the best student in my college. I want to be the best student in the university. I want to be a best human being in the world. I want to be a best businessman in the world. I want to be a best bike rider. I want to be the best car rider. But without putting effort, you cannot achieve anything. So make a right effort to move further, which may lubricate your life, which may gear up your life, putting a right effort in the right place. And second point, I just want to mention as the mindset. Keep your mind always very free. Don't get confused in everything. Where you have to keep your mind like you're running water. Don't stagnate it anywhere. Recently, I think it's happened in Tamil Nadu, something like 15 days ago. A guy, a 14 years young chap, was made suicide. He himself faced the real face of death by playing PUBG. Maybe all the people in this platform, maybe 99.9% percentage of participants will play the PUBG, right? So nowadays this PUBG is uh, eating the teenagers' brain. This 14 years old guy, he played PUBG for the overnight, and morning he gets stressed and he committed suicide. He committed suicide. He made his own decision to commit suicide. That guy doesn't think about the society. That guy doesn't think about their parents. Nowadays we all doing the same thing. We are not caring about others. We are not lovable to others. We are not trustable to others, because we made ourselves very selfish. We are becoming selfish, and this selfishness making our life very ugly. So keep your mind very fresh always. Don't get stagnated anyway. So if your mind is free, it's like a running water. And if it is a mind is transparent condition, you can make an excellent decisions in your life. You can execute anything in the world. You can execute. You can earn $1 more than that of Bill Gates done. You can do it, but you have to keep your mind very fresh, right? So and one more point I just want to add you in this mindset. So if the mindset is very clear, you can make an excellent decisions. That decisions take you to the next level of your life, which gives you the success. And this mindset will give you the word of acceptance. You can accept anything. You can accept your failure. You can accept your success. You can accept your sadness. You can accept your anger. Even you can accept your hunger. But you have to be very clear in your mind. Without clear mindset, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot achieve anything. That makes you the success for your life. So keep your mind very clear. So your mindset should accept any situations. Even if you are getting anger on somebody else, even so your mind will control you. So stay with a good and clear transparent mindset. And the third thing, as a lubricant, I just want to add with a gear as focus. Focus. Everybody knows what is focus. Focus is nothing. It is aim. Again, in this platform, I mean to say, focus. I don't want to go into the depth portion of focus. What is focus? How we have to focus? Because we all grown up. We are not kindergarten students. We all just going to for the final years, even the first year, second year. Anyway, anyhow, we completed our 12 years of schooling, right? And I don't know, maybe somebody can 15 years of schooling can be done, or 17 years of schooling can be done. It can be there, because we are with a strong platform, right? So basically we all crossed 12 years of schooling. So that schooling, the parents will focus us for our good studies, for our good character, for our good attitude, for our good betterment, right? So the focus here I want to say is overlooking your obstacles. You focus on that. What are all the obstacles you are getting in your life? Lot of obstacles. From morning to night we are getting lot of obstacles. Lot of obstacles we are taking, right? So in that obstacle, you focus on that. When your mind is very clear, when your mind is very clear, you will have the way to the focus to overcome your obstacles. If your mind is not clear, you will not have the focus to overcome the obstacles. Life is like a hurdle race. We have to jump all the hurdles in our life. If we cannot jump all these hurdles, then ultimately we can't reach the end point to get the success. So keep your focus on your obstacles. When you are planning something, you have to overlook your obstacles. You have to overlook your negativity. Without overlooking, you will be in failure. So focus on your projects, right? And main main next lubricant I want to add with you is motivation. I think somebody has not muted their mic. Can you please, participants, can you please mute your mic?
Vinusa, you are our co-host. You can also mute themselves if you find them.
Yes, ma'am. So next lubricant is uh, motivation. Uh, Again, I'm going to give you something different. You motivate yourself.
Yes, sir.
Do not try to
Okay,
get
sir.
do not try to get motivated by others, because if you are getting motivated by others, then your energy level will be reducing. You can get inspiration. You can inspire. You can inspire your father. You can inspire your mother. You can inspire your friend. You can inspire the great leaders of India. You can inspire the great leaders of world. But don't get motivated by others, right? So you have to be a self motivated. You have to take your energy. You have to maintain your energy level. So you have to be a self motivated person, right? So if you are staying as a self motivated people, then it will give you miracles. It will give you the miracles in our life. Without motivation, your energy level will be in the downside and you will not get the success. So you have to stay always motivated, right? You have to motivate your friends. You have to motivate your colleagues. You have to motivate your society. And if you are doing all these things, then you will be known as the role model. You will be known as the role model in your society, in your friends world. So you have to be stay as a self-motivated guy, right? You have to be a self-motivated. So if you are self-motivated, then only you can motivate yourself. So the lubrication motivation will give you the energy to drive your gear. So I mean to say the word of motivation here as the driving force. This driving force will help you to drive towards the success, right? And next lubrication I just want to add is inspiration. Inspiration. We will be inspired by a lot of people, and we all getting inspiration from a lot of people. The first inspiration for me is my dad. The first inspiration for me is my dad. I learned a lot of things from him, even from the mannerism. Everything I learned from him. And that makes me a good human being to live in a good style of health and wealth. Get inspired by your inspirations. Maybe your inspirations can be your father, mother, friend, sister, colleagues, teachers, principals, correspondents. Even IMA can be an inspiration for us. They can also teach a good lessons to us. In this COVID-19 situation, a lot of doctors, nurses, even the people who engaged in the cleaning of the areas are become a role model for us. We have to think what they are doing, how they are doing, how we can get inspired. So it will give you the driving force to achieve the target, your goal, your aim, your ambition. That will give you the driving force. Without driving force, you cannot do anything. So if you maintain your driving force, so you have to get inspired by others. And you have to get something from them. Without learning all these things, how you will drive without the energy? So get inspired. And next lubricant is a management. Management. We all know how to manage our life in a tough situations. Now we are doing all this tough situation. We are crossing the tough situation. I don't know when we are going to cross this tough situation of COVID 2019. But honestly speaking, I'm enjoying this COVID 2019 situation because COVID-19 is teaching me a lot of things. We are staying back in home. Even students can enjoy their online classes. It is doing here. It is running here, and we are making it because in this COVID 2019 situation, this COVID is giving day by day a good lesson to me. I came to know how to reduce my expenditures nowadays. It is a lesson for me. I came to know how to handle my team of people in my concern without seeing them in person. So I'm from my heart, I'm saying a big thank you for this COVID 2019 situation. I hope everybody is having a teaching in this scenario of COVID 2019 situation. COVID 2019 is making us a very smart people. Very smart. It is making me very smart. Right? So this COVID is giving a lot of lessons for me. Now I learned a lot of things. As the word from the management, I'm inducing you to make the daily routines and manage with your routines. That is the real management. If you are not capable of making your daily routines, then you cannot say that I'm having a big dream of earning $1 more than the Bill Gates. You can't put your effort in a right way. Your hard work will be wasted. Your mindset will be overlooked. Your focus will be distracted. And your motivation level will be degraded. And you will be not able to get inspired. So that management is making a routine. So daily routine, I mean to say daily routines in this COVID-19 situation. Before COVID, we used to wake up by around 7 a.m. in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. Nowadays, we are waking up by 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And we will be saying that I'm perfect in my daily routine. Of no office, no college, no school, nothing is there. Then why should we make our routine? Even my daughter is doing the same thing. 6:30 she used to wake, now 8:30. And getting ready within 30 minutes for the online classes. She is losing her routines. If you are making a wrong routine in a wrong time, then all will spoil your health and wealth also. If your health is spoiled, then your wealth will get spoiled. So plan up your routines. This routine, in all situations, if you are following your routine without missing anything, I don't know how many people are having the prayer time in your routine or your meditation time in your routine. Do we have that? Do we have the time for the prayer? Do we have the time for the meditation? Do we have the time for the exact time for the food? Do we have the exact time to sleep? Nothing. When the sleep comes, we used to sleep. Right? It is according to the mood of ourselves. We should not be like that. Because you all young people, the future India is depending on you. You have to do the miracles. The future is not only with you, our future is also with you. So you have to make your routines for each and everything. You have to fix up your routine. I mean to say your daily routine, your life routine, your style, everything you have to fix up. That routine gives you the success. Waking up morning 5 o'clock is a good routine. Even waking up morning 8 o'clock is a good routine. But sleeping at least for 8 hours will give you the good health. You have to sleep 8 hours a day. Avoid your noon sleep. Nowadays, we people are doing like this. And hope you people are trying this. Avoid your noon sleep. It is called nap. We will have a small nap after our lunch. It will feel good. It will feel good to you nowadays. But when you people are crossing 40s, then the problem starts in health side. If you're enjoying your sleep in the noon, then it will make you some problems after 40. The one saying is there, life becomes naughty when you are crossing 40. So this naughtiness, I mean to say, in the point of the word health, it will spoil you. And if you're not healthy, you will not able to attain the point of success. So manage your time, manage your team, manage your financial status, manage your studies, manage your character, manage yourself. That management is very important to us. Without the management, we cannot do anything. After completing your course, if you are joining with a multinational company and making 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs of money per month, maybe if it is like 36 lakhs per annum or 50 lakhs per annum, if you doesn't have the point of management in you, then one fine day the multinational company will sack you out. I'm sorry to say this, because management, we should know how to manage our time, how to manage our team, how to manage our studies, how to manage our health. All the management we have to know. Without knowing all these things, without learning all these things, then your life will be in the negative side. And for this management, we have to practice everything. We have to schedule up. We have to plan up. The next lubricant I just want to add in this is utilizing your potentials. We have a lot of potentials in life. Even I can speak better. It's my potential. I can able to speak 13 Indian regional languages. It is my potential. I can drive my car very fast. I can reach Chennai from Tuticorin to Chennai. Something like 5 hours to 5.5 hours I can reach. It is my potential, right? So we have to know our own potentials. We have to know our own resources. Without identifying all the skills in our inside of us, then all will get spoiled in one day, right? Some jobs is there. I'm a traveler. When I was travel to China, I don't know Chinese language. A Indian guy who has been appointed as a guide for me, and he can talk a good English, right? And he can talk much better Chinese. So I need a translator. So I have hired him in China. This was happened before a year. And if I say how much I paid to him, is you will shocked. I paid him 12,000 US dollars for 15 days for a simple translation. I asked that guy, how you came to know this, uh, like this, some type of jobs is there in China. Then he said, sir, translation is a much needed thing in the countries like China, Germany, Spain, Dutch, everywhere, France, everywhere. This guy said with me that I understand my potential. I learned my resources, so I can able to learn a language, other language. Now my potential is making money out of that. For 15 days, I paid him 10,000, more than $12,000 US dollars. So you can calculate nowadays. For 15 days, it's crossing something like 8.25 lakhs. It's a huge money. You peoples can also come to, you can search for your potentiality. You have to do, you have to find out your resources, where I am fit. You have to search for your potential. That gives you the success. And last but not least, taking risk. What's that? You said all the way from restoration, integrity, goodwill, trust, honesty, and as a lubricant, you started with the hard work, mindset, focus, motivation, inspiration, management, and utilizing your potentials. And now you came to making risk. Why, sir? Why you are making us this much of risk on us? We don't want to take risk in our life. Am I true? How many of you want to take risk in your life? Without taking a risk in your life, you cannot achieve anything. The risk will give you two things. The risk will give you two things. One is the failure that we can forget of. But another one thing, the output of risk is it will give you a lesson. If you want to learn a lesson, you have to take a risk in your life, which give you the success. Once you will fail, ரீசெண்டா ஒரு தமிழ் படத்துல வந்துட்டு ஐ ஹியர்ட் அ டயலாக், துண்டு ஒரு தடவை தான் தவறும். We will face the failure once in a time, once in a life. The failure can't decide our life. நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லலாம். I can share a lot of examples for your failures. But that failed people are become a successful man. அவங்க எல்லாம் பண்ணும்போது why we can't do that? We have to take risk. Without taking risk, if you are leading a sophisticated life without taking any risk, no use, nothing. You cannot grow. You can't improve your wealth. You can't multiply your money. You can't multiply your company. You can do your, you cannot multiply your energy. If you are a risky person, you can do magic. You can do, because in each and every risk what you're taking, you are learning something. Keep exploring your life. Keep exploring. Without exploring your life, you cannot achieve anything. Explore yourself. I'm not saying that you have to take e-pass to travel one district to another district in this COVID time. As Binu Jacob said, you have to explore. So I want to explore some nearby states. I want to explore. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Keep exploring your knowledge. Keep risk on learning. That gives you success. That brings you the success. Without exploration, you cannot learn anything. I can proudly say that I crossed more than 88 countries in the world. I traveled a lot. By traveling, I learned a lot of culture. Even I'm getting a lot of international friends. Apart from that, I'm a risky fellow. Where I'm ready to take any point of risk in my business. Even I will lose everything. I don't bother. Because I'm having my right with me. I can restore everything. What I lost, I can restore. That right gives me a good lesson. That failure gives me teach me a lesson. So take always a risk not always, whenever it is needed. The main risk being a college student for you is clearing the arrears, right? So you can plan up. That is the main risk. This year I want to clear up all the papers, pending papers. You can plan it. You can manage it. After completing my course, I want to get seated in a nice job. You have to take a risk of studying. You have to take a risk of getting good marks. When your certificate shows you are with the good marks, then the company will give you the nice job, but it will be for some time only. Your certificate and marks will give you the job surety, but you have to perform well. If you have the qualities with you for the stipulated job, for the designated job, then you will grow up in that. So risk is a main thing in our life. We have to take a risk. We can learn a lot. So take risk and enjoy the life. So almost all the lubricants are filled in the gears. Now you can put up the gears and you can drive the vehicle. You can gear up now because you have the right attitude of restoration. You have the right attitude of restoration. You have the integrity. You have the integrity and you are having with the goodwill and you are having the honesty with you and you trust yourself and you trust yourself. That is the right thing in your life. And the lubrications with you is you'll have a hard work with you with a clear mindset and you can focus everything. You can motivate yourself and you can stay inspired and you know how to manage your all the problems, all the things in your life and all the routines and you know your potential and now you can take risk in your life. So it will give you the success. So with this note, I'm concluding this session for you. And now I open this floor for any type of questions for the interaction. Thank you.
Participants, if you all want to ask questions, you can ask.
Good morning, sir.
Can you
Sir,
speak
can you hear me?
louder?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, can hear you.
Good morning, sir. This is Nagapavitra. Sir, can't hear you. Sir, we can't hear you.
Vinusha, you're muted, I think. Can't hear you, sir.
Now it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, sir. I am Nagapavitra. Sir,
Good
can
morning,
you
Kavita ma'am.
Sir, can you give me some ideas to control overthinking?
Sorry, control.
Overthinking, because we exaggerate a small problem as a overthinking. Can you give some ideas?
Overthinking.
Yes, sir.
Uh, o- 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 your voice is a little bit low. I cannot understand your question. That's why. Can you repeat it?
Sir, even a small problem can consider as a big thing for me. Can you give some ideas?
Yeah. For overthinking, I can suggest you only one thing. You have to stay very calm. If you are calm for 1 or 2 minutes, then this overthinking will not come to you.
Okay, sir.
So stay always very calm and keep your mindset to accept anything. Even somebody is scolding you, you have to accept. Don't react,
Okay.
right? So please stay calm. The react and respond will give you and that if you're knowing the difference between the reacting and responding, then your overthinking will not be come to you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, sir.
Anybody else like to have a question? The feedback link is on the chat. fill the form, you will be getting a certificate. So at this time, I thank Vinu sir for giving us a wonderful talk. Sir, uh, you've been an inspiration all the time, sir, and this has been very great. You have made us to feel that people are becoming literally lazy. As you say, the the time what we have to do our work is changing. We sleep a lot, we eat a lot, and that's what depression overcomes. And you've been giving people tips that we have to be on the track, right track all the time. You need to follow your time track or whatever you're doing. Be active. That's what you were meaning to say. And I thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us. Hope to have another session with you also. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. On behalf of uh, Bishop Caldwell College uh, and IQAC, thank you wholeheartedly, sir. Hope to have another session with you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I also thank all the participants who have been here. So we will be hoping to meet you again with another very nice webinar. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. And I'm so honored to give you to spend my time with the Bishop Caldwell College and IQAC for get back to all the participants from various parts of India.
Yes, sir.
So it's my privilege to meet you all, and thanks for this opportunity. And I hope I done my session very perfectly.
And yes, sir. And it's to be noted also, two more people who are not in IQAC being helpful to us. I like to thank Dr. Mariputhu, sir. He has been the backbone of this, been organizing this webinar. He has been doing all the work for me. Thank you, Mariputhu, sir. And also thank Dr. Mr. Bennett. He's also with us. Uh, we work as a team actually, sir. So IQAC is working with me, Dr. Mariputhu and Mr. Bennett. So thank you both of you for your support, and also we will be doing wonders again in IQAC. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mariputhu sir and Bennett sir.
Yeah, and ma'am, I had a request.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
If any participants wants to have my mobile number for any future communications, they can contact you, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. And in this floor, I'm thanking Sarah Agnes, my friend, who is in the floor from the beginning to end. She is also a nice trainer. இன்னைக்கு அந்த ஃப்ளோர்ல வந்திருக்கிறாங்க. So, and a lot of my international friends also came here. So I'm taking this opportunity to thank you all for spending this time with me in this e-floor. So I wish you all the very best to the participants, young guys, young future of this platform. We are expecting a lot from you to make a bright and future India. So I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Maripsa, 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 Maripsa,
Hello.
Maripsa.
Yes, ma'am.
Who am I talking to? Sir, அந்த வீடியோவை கொஞ்சம் ஜூம்ல யூடியூப் லைவ் ஆஃப் பண்ணி விடுங்களேன் ப்ளீஸ். நீங்க தான் ஹோஸ்டர்.